Hello students. First of all, I would like to say thanks to all the subscribers. With their help, I reached up to the minimum norm of 1000 subscriber to this channel, and more than 3000 views I received for my website www.mathacademy.tech. And without your affection, love and support, I cannot reach to any minimum requirement. Your constant support is required for the upgradation of this channel. Again, I am saying you thanks. Now come on the topic that we are going to study today, that is triangles. And this video is especially for CBSE class 10. In CBSE class 10, in triangles, the first topic, that is how to be familiar with the concept of similarity. Now you can see the figure that this triangle and this triangle, if their corresponding angles are equal, then the triangles are similar. Here you can see these two triangles are similar, but these two triangles are not congruent, because as in earlier classes we studied that how we were proving the congruency of triangles. But the basic difference between congruency and similar triangle, all the congruent triangle will be equal, their corresponding sides will be equal and corresponding angles will also be equal. But in case of similar, this is not required, and that is why all the congruent triangles are similar, but all the similar triangles are not congruent. Okay, now here, as far as we are concerned about this concept of similarity, this angle is corresponds to this angle. So angle A is equal to angle D, angle B is equal to angle E. In the same way, angle C is equal to angle F. Then we can say that these two triangles are similar. Second condition, that is the ratio of their corresponding sides AB upon DE is equal to AC upon DF is equal to BC upon EF. And if these two conditions followed, we can say that the triangles are similar. But later on we will prove that if either of the any condition followed, that is these angles, corresponding angles are equal, then also triangles are similar, and the ratio of their corresponding sides are equal, then also the triangles will be similar. Now we are going to study this condition with the help of basic proportionality theorem. Now basic proportionality theorems. Now if in a triangle we draw any line which is parallel to the any side, here you can see AB and BC. We draw a line from D in such a way which is parallel to BC, and this intersects the third side. Then according to basic proportionality theorem or Thales theorem, this line will divide this line in the same ratio. I am again repeating, suppose ABC is a triangle and we draw a line from D parallel to BC, which will intersect the third line AC at E. Okay, now this point E, that is AE upon EC, is equal to AD upon DB according to basic proportionality theorem. This is what we have to prove. Okay, now for proving we can use the construction, that is we draw a line perpendicular to this and from this perpendicular to this, just to seek the height of this triangle. Here you can see B, DEB, and in this case, what is the height of this triangle? Obviously, this EF will be the height, and which will be out of this triangle. This way we are taking the height. Suppose here, you can see here, this is the triangle, and the question is, what is the height of this triangle? Obviously, we produce this and draw perpendicular. This is the height of this triangle. Okay, and in this same way here, EF is the height of this. Okay, and then since EF is perpendicular to AB, therefore EF is the height of ADE and BDE. Now what is the area of the triangle? Half base into height. Area of triangle ADE. Take this ADE. Half base into height. Half AD into height. Height is this much. EF for this triangle. In the same way, area of triangle DBE. I am taking this triangle and this triangle. Area of triangle DBE, half DB base into height, EF. Okay, and then dividing both the area of triangle ADE upon area of triangle BDE is equal to AD upon DB, because EF will be cancelled. AD upon BD, because this will be cancelled. Second thing, area of triangle ADE upon area of triangle DEC. DEC. In the first case, I have taken this triangle and this triangle. In the second case, this triangle and this triangle. Again, following the same way, area of triangle ADE means half, taking this as base, A into this value, EF, and in this case again you can see this triangle, and then this will be the height. Okay, height of this triangle. Now half A into DG, AE into DG, and half EC into DG, half EC into DG. We produce this side, and this is the height of this triangle. That was the height of BDE. And in this case again, height is same in both the cases. So area of triangle DBE is equal to area of triangle DEC. This area is equal to this. Okay, and so writing reciprocally, this is 1 upon area of triangle DBE is equal to 1 upon area of triangle DEC. So multiplying both sides, area of triangle ADE, we are getting this value is equal to area of triangle ADE upon area of triangle DEC, and which in turn is equal to, following the both equations, AD upon DB is equal to AE upon EC. And this is what we have to prove, that is, if we draw any line from a point which is parallel to third side, which will intersect the third side at point E, then the ratio of these lines will be same. That is, I am again repeating, here we are drawing the line from D. So AD upon DB is equal to AE upon EC, and this can be taken as AB upon AD is equal to AC upon AE also. This also can be proved. In the same way, other sides also can be in proportion. This is all about basic proportionality theorem. Now questions. Now converse of basic proportionality theorem. This theorem states that if we draw a line which intersects any two sides of a triangle in the same ratio, means AD upon DB is equal to AE upon EC. If we draw any line to any side, two sides of a triangle in such a way that AD upon DB is equal to AE upon EC, then this line will be parallel to the third side of the triangle. Okay, this we have to prove, and this way by the statement this is given that AD upon DB is equal to AE upon EC. Okay, now suppose this line is not parallel to BC. It means any other line will be parallel to BC. In that case, suppose F is a point which is parallel to DF is parallel to BC. If DF is parallel to BC, then AD upon DB is equal to AF upon FC, because this is the condition. If this line is parallel to this, then AD upon DB is equal to AF upon FC. Okay, and in the same way we are given that AD upon DB is equal to AE upon EC. It means left hand side AD upon DB in both the equation equal. First one with the help of basic proportionality theorem, that is if we draw any line from a point of a side to which is parallel to third side, then will intersect any point E, then AD upon DB is equal to AE upon EC. And in this way left hand side equal, so right hand side will also be equal. Now adding 1 on both the sides, we are getting AC upon FC is equal to AC upon EC. It means AC is cancelled. We are getting FC is equal to EC. Means this point F coincides with the point E. It means DF is parallel to BC or DE is parallel to BC. Okay. Now we will discuss all possible types of questions related to basic proportionality theorem and converse of basic proportionality theorems, which can be asked in board examination also. Okay, in this question we are given this figure. ABC is a triangle and LM is parallel to AB. We are given AL is equal to x minus 3, AC is equal to 2x, BM is equal to x minus 2, and BC is equal to 2x plus 3. Then with the help of these we can find the value of x. Now in this triangle ABC, since LM is parallel to AB, so by basic proportionality or Thayer's theorem, AL upon LC is equal to BM upon MC. Okay, and LC is equal to AC minus AL. Here AL upon LC is equal to BM upon MC. Then AL upon LC is equal to AC upon AL. In the same way here BC minus BM. Now substituting the given value, AL is given x minus 3, AC is given 2x, and AL is given x minus 3. Okay, with the help of next one, BM is given x minus 2 and BC is given 2x plus 3. Substituting these values and then solving by cross multiplication, we can get the value of x is equal to 9. Now next question. This is very important question of CBSE class 10 from this chapter triangles. and this is asked so many times in board examination also. In this question you are given the figure A, B, C, D in such a way that P is a point which from the point P draw a line PQ which is parallel to BC. In the same way, draw another line from P in such a way that PR is parallel to CD. Okay. Now with the help of this figure we have to prove that AR upon AD is equal to AQ upon AB. Now first of all we will take this triangle. In this triangle from P we have drawn this line and these two lines are parallel. So by basic proportionality theorem AQ upon AB is equal to AP upon AC. In the same way by basic proportionality theorem in the next triangle ADC AR upon AD is equal to AP upon AC. We can see that AP upon AC in both the equations, and that is why equating these two equations we are getting AQ upon AB is equal to AR upon AD, and this is what we have to prove. Now following the same way AQ upon AD is equal to AR upon AD. We can write in this way, that is conversely AB upon AQ is equal to AD upon AR, but AB is equal to AQ plus QB and AD is equal to AR plus RD. Okay, and so after writing this we can see this will be cancelled. So 1 plus QB upon AQ will be equal to 1 plus RD upon AR. Okay, and because this can be written as AQ upon AQ plus QB upon AQ, and here AR upon AR plus RD upon AR, this will be cancelled. We will get here 1 on left hand side, in the same way 1 on right hand side. So cancelling we are getting QB upon AQ is equal to RD upon AR. This is what we have to prove. Okay. Now next question. In this question, figure is given in which EF is parallel to AB, which is again parallel to DC. These three lines are parallel. Then prove that AE upon ED is equal to BF upon FC. Again for this question we will apply basic proportionality theorem or Thayer's theorem. Since we are given EF is parallel to DC, it means EP is parallel to DC. So in this triangle ADC, this line is parallel to DC. So we can easily apply basic proportionality theorem, that is AE upon ED is equal to AP upon PC. First equation. Okay. Now again here we are given EF is parallel to AB, means PF is parallel to AB, and so again we can apply in this triangle CAB basic proportionality theorem, that is BF upon FC is equal to AP upon PC. This is second equation. Now with the help of these two equations, first and second, we can see right hand side AP upon PC is same, so left hand side can be equated, that is AE upon ED is equal to BF upon PC, and which is what we have to prove. Now next question. Again in this question figure is given ABC is a triangle and in which D is parallel to BC. If we join D to C, then EF is parallel to CD. These two lines are parallel, and according to this we can identify the triangle and apply basic proportionality theorem. Now again applying basic proportionality theorem in triangle ABC, AB upon AD is equal to AC upon AE. First equation, again applying basic proportionality theorem in this triangle ADC, and in this triangle you can see that this line is parallel. So according to that, AD upon AF is equal to AC upon AE. This is second equation. You can see here that the right hand side is same, so we can compare left hand side, and AB upon AD is equal to AD upon AF. So by cross multiplication we are getting AD square is equal to AB into AF, which is what we have to prove. Now next question. Now in this question we are given figure PQR and S and T is a line. Now we are given the condition that PS upon SQ is equal to PT upon TR, following the basic proportionality theorem, because this is related to converse of basic proportionality theorem. That is, if PS upon SQ is equal to PT upon TR, then these two lines will be parallel, means ST will be parallel to QR, and if ST will be parallel to QR, then by following corresponding angles, this angle PST will be equal to angle PQR. But here we are given that PST, angle PST is equal to PRQ, and since these two angles are equal and this equal to this, means angle PQR is also equal to PRQ. But if in any triangle these two angles are equal, then sides opposite to equal angles are equal, that is PQ will be equal to PR. This is what we have to prove. Now next, again in this question, prove that the diagonals of a trapezium divide each other proportionally. These are the diagonals of the trapezium ABCD which intersect at E, and we have to prove that these diagonals divide each other proportionally, means D upon EB is equal to C upon EA. Again, this is the application of Thales theorem or basic proportionality theorem. In this question you can see that in trapezium AB is parallel to CD. From E we draw a line which is parallel to these two lines, and then using Thales theorem we can write here D upon EB in this triangle DAB. First of all we will take this triangle DAB. D upon EB is equal to DF upon FA. Again in this another triangle CDA. Okay, again in this triangle C upon EA is equal to DF upon FA. You can see right hand side is equal, and so left hand side will be equal. That is, we are getting here D upon EB, DE upon EB, part of this diagonal, is equal to C upon EA, part of another diagonal. It means this is divided one another into same ratio. Now next, if the diagonals of a quadrilateral divide each other proportionally, then it is a trapezium. This question is converse of the previous one. Here we have to show that this is trapezium. We are given that ABCD is a quadrilateral only. Okay, for this we will join the diagonals of this quadrilateral, but this is given that diagonals of this quadrilateral divide each other proportionally, means D upon EB is equal to C upon EA. This is given. Okay, but this is not given that this is trapezium. This we have to show. Now from this triangle ABD, ABD. From E, draw a line which is parallel to AB. Okay, because this is quadrilateral only, and we can take this triangle. In this triangle, draw a line in such a way that this is parallel. So we can use Thayer's theorem, that is dF upon FA is equal to DE upon EB. But we are given here DE upon EB is equal to C upon EA. So in place of DE upon EB, we can change C upon EA, which is given. And so DF upon FA, left hand side, will be equal to C upon EA. DF upon FA is equal to C upon EA. And in this case, you can take this triangle ACD. Since DF upon FA is equal to C upon EA, so this line will be parallel to DC by converse of Thayer's theorem. But here by construction we have drawn this line parallel to this, and we just proved that this line parallel to this. So all these three lines are parallel to each other, and that is why ABCD is a trapezium. Now next. Now criteria for similarity of triangles. We already studied that we are given two triangles ABC and DEF. Then this angle corresponds to angle D. That is, if angle A is equal to angle D, angle B is equal to angle E, and angle C is equal to angle F, then we can say that corresponding angles of these two triangles are equal. Then triangles are similar. Or second condition, that is second criteria of this, ratio of their corresponding sides are equal. AB upon D is equal to AC upon DF is equal to BC upon EF are equal. Then also we can say that two triangles are similar. For more details, you can see my video on similarity of triangles, ICSE class 10. Now, if two triangles are equiangular means this angle is equal to this angle is equal to this, and this angle is equal to this, then they are similar. In this theorem, we are getting three conditions, that is, if AB is equal to D, AB is less than D, AB is greater than D in this case. And now take first condition, AB is equal to D. Now we know that these two angles are equal, corresponding angles are equal, because we are given that the triangles are equiangular. This has a meaning that all corresponding angles of both the triangles are equal. It means angle A is equal to angle D, angle B is equal to angle E, and angle C is equal to angle F. And first condition, that is, if we are taking AB is equal to D. So by angle side angle, axiom of similarity, or you can say angle side angle, axiom of congruency, we can say that these two triangles are congruent. Then their corresponding sides will be equal by CPCT. Okay, that is, AB is equal to D, BC is equal to EF, and AC is equal to DF. And that is, you can see here AB is equal to DE, means if we divide by D, AB upon D is equal to 1, BC upon EF is equal to 1, AC upon DF is equal to 1, means all these values equated to 1. It means ratio of this AB upon D is equal to ratio of BC upon EF is equal to ratio of AC and DF. And this has a criteria of being similar triangle, and this way we can say that triangle ABC is similar to triangle DEF. Now we will take another case, that is AB is greater than DE and Next one, AB is less than D. Now second case of equiangular triangle to be similar is that let AB is less than D, that is the corresponding sides, okay, and mark any point P and Q on D and DF in such a way that AB is equal to DP and AC is equal to DQ. Now since these two triangles are equiangular, so AB is equal to, from these two triangles ABC and DPQ, these two sides are equal, these two sides are equal, and this angle is equal to this. And so by SAS axiom of congruency, these two triangles are congruent. If these two triangles are congruent, then angle B is equal to angle DPQ. Okay, but since angle B is equal to angle E because of being equiangular triangle, so angle DPQ is equal to angle DEF. So these two angles are equal. Now here in this triangle, if these two angles are equal, that is the corresponding angles, so the lines will be parallel. And if lines will be parallel, then by again Thales theorem, dP upon d is equal to dq upon df. And following this way, since dP is equal to AB, we already constructed, and dq is equal to AC, so AB upon D is equal to AC upon DF. Okay, now in this way, following the same way, we can show that AB upon DE is equal to BC upon EF. That is, ratio of their corresponding sides are equal, and so these two triangles are similar. That is triangle ABC and triangle DEF. Now in third case, if AB is greater than DE, now again we mark a point P in such a way on DE produced and Q on DF produced, such that DP is equal to AB and DQ is equal to AC. Okay, then by SAS axiom of congruency, because AB is equal to DP from these two triangles and DQ is equal to AC, and since these two angles are equal because of being equiangular triangles, by SAS axiom of congruency, these two triangles are congruent. If these two triangles are congruent, then by CPCT, the ratio of their corresponding sides and angles will be equal. That is, angle B is equal to angle this, because this angle is equal to this, and which in turn is equal to this. So angle B is equal to angle E is equal to angle DEF is equal to angle P, DPQ. Okay, but here in this triangle, if these two angles are equal, then these two sides will be parallel, because these two angles are corresponding angles. And so here, following by Thales theorem, DE upon DP is equal to DF upon DQ. Okay, because this is parallel, and so DP is equal to AB. So in place of DP we can write AB. So DE upon AB is equal to DF upon AC, or writing conversely, AB upon DE is equal to AC upon DF. Okay, in the same way we can show that AB upon DE is equal to BC upon EF, and that is why all the corresponding sides are in proportion, and so these two triangles are similar. With the help of these three cases, we are getting one implication, that is, if in any two triangle one pair of corresponding sides, say this and this and this and this, are equal, or and their included angles are equal, then also we can say that the triangles are similar. Or in other way, if ratio of corresponding sides are equal, then also we can say triangles are similar. Now next, in this isosceles triangle ABC, AB is equal to AC, then angle opposite to equal sides are equal. So AB is equal to AC, this angle equal, and this angle is given 90 degree, and this, that is, of this triangle this is 90 and of this triangle this is 90. So again, by angle axiom of similarity, these two triangles ABD is similar to ECF. Okay, this is what we have to prove. And if these two triangles are similar, then again ratio of their corresponding sides are equal, that is AB upon EC. AB of this triangle upon EC is equal to AD upon EF. So by cross multiplication we are getting AD into EF is equal to AD into EC. This is what we have to prove. Both the questions are equally important for class 10 CBSE board examination, and you can get this type of questions in my another video of similarity of triangles of ICSE class 10. Now next, these two questions are of same type, and both the questions asked so many times in board examination, and that is why we are studying both the questions simultaneously. Here you can see in this question, D is a point on the side BC. D is a point on the side BC of triangle ABC, such that angle ADC is equal to, this angle is equal to angle BAC. Then prove that CA upon CD is equal to CB upon CA. Now taking these two triangles BAC and ADC, these two angles are equal and this angle is common. This angle of this triangle and this angle of this triangle is common. So by angle axiom of similarity, both the triangles are similar. And if two triangles are similar, then ratio of their corresponding sides will be equal. That is AB upon DA. Means AB of this triangle upon DA of this triangle is equal to BC upon AC. BC of this upon AC of this is equal to AC upon DC. AC of bigger one upon this, and this way we are getting CB upon CA. This can be written as BC as CB and this AC as CA upon CA and CD. So by cross multiply, CA square is equal to CB into CD. And in the same way, next question, in this question, this is another important topic of triangles, that is area of two similar triangles. How we are getting the ratio of this? The ratio of area of two similar triangles are equal to the ratio of squares of any two corresponding sides. Means ratio of this ABC, area of triangle ABC, upon area of triangle DEF is equal to AB square upon DE square is equal to BC square upon EF square is equal to AC square upon DF square. And then with the related questions also this will be clear, and this is very important topic and asked so many times in CBSE board examination. This proof also asked, and that is why we are studying this. since similar triangles are equiangular, we know these, we are given that these two triangles are similar and similar triangles are equiangular, means this triangle ABC is similar to triangle DEF, and if these two triangles are similar, means angle A is equal to angle D, angle B is equal to angle E, and angle C is equal to angle F. In the same way, AB upon D is equal to BC upon EF is equal to AC upon DF. Okay, that is ratio of their corresponding sides. Then taking this triangle, draw perpendicular from A to this and D to M, because ultimately we have to find out area of these two triangles, and you know the area of triangle, half base into height. Half base into height means this side will also be taken into consideration, and that is why from these two triangles ALB and DME, again we can see that these two angles are equal because both are 90 degree, and this angle is equal to this, which is given because of equiangular. So triangle ALB is similar to triangle DME, and that is why AL upon DM is equal to AB upon DE, this second condition. Now with the help of these two conditions, here you can see that AB upon D is equal to AL upon DM. So we can write here AL upon DM also, this can be taken. So AL upon DM is also is equal to BC upon EF. Now write in terms of area, that is area of this triangle upon area of this, that is half base into height, half BC into AL upon half EF into DM. Now BC, this is cancelled, BC upon EF and AL upon DM. From this AL upon DM is equal to AB upon D. So AL upon DM ultimately being BC upon EF, and so AL upon DM is equal to BC upon EF. We are getting BC square upon EF square, but we know that in similar triangles BC upon EF is equal to AB upon D is equal to AC upon DF. So this relation can be written as area of triangle ABC upon area of triangle DEF is equal to AB square upon DE square is equal to BC square upon EF square is equal to AC square upon DF square. Okay. Now we will study the application of this area of two similar triangles. Triangle is very lengthy chapter of CBSE class 10, and Pythagoras is the last topic of this chapter, triangle. Though we will prove here Pythagoras theorem with the help of similar triangles. Okay. Now take the statements of the Pythagoras theorem. In a right angle triangle, the square of the hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the square of other two sides. Means this is right angle triangle, this will be taken as hypotenuse because in a triangle side opposite to 90 degree is taken as hypotenuse. AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. Now for proof, we will draw a line from B on AC perpendicular to this way and this way, one triangle ABD and another triangle ABC. From these two triangles you can see ABD and ABC. This angle is common. Angle A is common, and this angle 90 degree and this angle 90 degree. Means by angle axiom of similarity, these two triangles are similar. If these two triangles are similar, then ratio of their corresponding sides will be equal. Means AD upon AB, AD upon AB, AD of smaller one upon AB of bigger one is equal to AB of smaller one upon AC. And this way we are getting AB square is equal to AD into AC, first equation. Now another triangle BDC and ABC, again this is 90 degree, this is 90 degree, and this angle C is common to both the triangles. So again by angle axiom of similarity, triangle BDC and ABC are similar. If these two triangles are similar, then ratio of their corresponding sides will be equal, and that is DC upon BC. DC of this upon BC of bigger one is equal to BC upon AC. BC upon AC. BC of smaller one upon AC. And so BC square is equal to DC into AC. Now from these two triangles, these two equations, we can add these two equations, and we are getting here AB square plus BC square is equal to AD plus DC into AC, and AD plus DC is equal to AC. So writing in place of this AC, we are getting AC square. And this way, if we are getting any right angle triangle, then square of hypotenuse is equal to sum of the square of other two sides. Now converse of Pythagoras theorem. Now converse of Pythagoras theorem, if in a triangle square of one side is equal to sum of square of other two sides, means we are given the triangle ABC and we are given AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square, then angle opposite to this side is 90 degree. This is what we have to prove. Okay, for the proof we will follow the construction method, that is construct a triangle DEF in such a way that DE is equal to AB and EF is equal to BC. Okay, and make this angle 90 degree. Keep the angle in such a way that this angle should be 90 degree. Then after you can join D to F. Okay, now in triangle DEF by construction we have drawn, this is right angle triangle. So by following Pythagoras theorem, we can write DF square is equal to DE square plus EF square. But DE is equal to AB and EF is equal to BC. So AB square plus BC square. But AB square plus BC square here given, that is AC square. So in place of this we can write AC square, and if DF square is equal to AC square, so DF is equal to AC. Means we have proved that this also equal to this, and this is already equal to this, this is already equal to this by construction. And so taking these two triangles ABC and DEF, all these three sides are equal to their corresponding sides of the another triangle, and this way by SSS axiom of congruency, these two triangles are congruent. If these two triangles are congruent, then by CPCT their corresponding sides and angles are equal, means this angle corresponds to this angle and both the angle will be equal, means angle ABC is 90 degree. Okay, and this is what we have to prove. Now questions. Now in this question, if the area of two similar triangles ABC and DEF, means we are given that triangle ABC is similar to triangle DEF, means corresponding angles will be equal and ratio of their corresponding sides will be equal, that is AB upon DE is equal to BC upon EF is equal to AC upon DF. This is given. Then the triangles are congruent. We have to show that these similar triangles whose area will be equal will be congruent also. Okay. Now we are given area of triangle ABC is equal to area of triangle DEF. Okay. These two area equal. Dividing this, we will get here 1. Area of triangle ABC upon area of triangle DEF is equal to 1. But since these two triangles are similar, so this condition will be followed. Squaring this, AB square upon DE square is equal to BC square upon EF square is equal to AC square upon DF square. And this way, this is equated to 1 because this is given from equation number 1. Okay. And so here, substituting this value, we are getting AB is equal to D, BC is equal to EF, and AC is equal to DF. Means all corresponding sides of these two triangles are equal. So by SSS axiom of congruency, these two triangles are congruent. This is what we have to prove. Now next question. This question is little bit different type of question. In this question, we are given this figure in such a way that XY is parallel to AC. These two lines are parallel and this XY divides this triangle ABC into two parts equal in area. Means this area BXY is equal to area of this quadrilateral AXYC. This part. Both the parts are equal in area. Okay. Now the first equation we are getting area of triangle BXY is equal to area of quadrilateral this, but area of triangle ABC is twice the area of triangle BXY. So since this divides into two equal area, so area of triangle ABC can be taken as twice the area of BXY or twice the area of AXYC. Anyone we can take. But for the safer side, for simplification, this is required, and that is why we will take area of triangle ABC is equal to area of triangle BXY multiplied by 2. Now in this triangle BXY and BAC, these two angles are equal because these two lines are parallel. This line intersect, so corresponding angles are equal. So taking these two triangles, this angle is equal to this and this angle is common. So by angle-angle axiom of similarity, triangle BAC is similar to triangle BXY. After proving this, we can write here, we know that if two triangles are similar, then ratio of their area will be equal to ratio of their square of corresponding sides, means BA square upon BX square. But this area BAC and BXY is with the relation BXY, BAC upon BXY is equal to 2. So this can be written as, in place of this, we can write here 2, and so BA is equal to root 2 into BX. But BX is equal to BA minus AX, because we have to find out the answer in terms of AX, and that is why we will write BX in terms of AX. But for transposing here, we can write root 2 minus 1 into BA is equal to root 2 into AX. So AX upon AB is equal to root 2 minus 1 upon root 2. This is the ratio and this is the value of this one. Now next question. P and Q are the points on the side CA and CB respectively of triangle ABC right angle at C. Then prove that AQ square plus BP square is equal to AB square plus PQ square. Okay, AB square plus PQ square. This is what we have to prove. Now in this question, we will use the Pythagoras theorem, because we are given right angle triangle ACQ and here ACPCB. These two triangles are right angle triangle. So AQ square is equal to AC square plus CQ square, and PB square is equal to PC square plus CB square. PB square is equal to PC square plus CB square. Now AQ square plus BP square, PB square or BP square, same way. Now adding these two, we are getting AC square plus CQ square plus PC square plus CB square, or rearranging AC square plus BC square, AC square plus BC square, so as we can write in place of that AB square. In the same way, PC square plus CQ square, and here PC square plus CQ square we can write PQ square. Okay, rearranging this and this way, and this way we are getting AQ square plus BP square is equal to AD square plus PQ square by following the Pythagoras theorem. And this way we have completed this very lengthy chapter, triangles, of CBSE class 10. And in this chapter we try to cover all the topics including theorems and all possible types of questions which can be asked in board examination. Now again I want to say you thank you for your support in reaching 1000 subscriber, and I am confident that you all are stimulating and enriching your knowledge with the help of this channel. Again I want to say you all that for getting more and more upcoming videos, please subscribe the channel. Thank you.